Hey, what's going on?
Gian?
What do we got here?
Mailman dropped off these boxes a couple days ago, and been waiting for you so we can unbox these.
I think I know what's inside.
Let's
get
get
it. What's good? You're watching the Best Damn Comic Show, episode 22. I'm Gian Perez. With me, as always, is Jercan. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know, full review of Captain Marvel came out before this. Check it out if you haven't already. And also, like and subscribe on the video. We haven't been pushing that enough. But for those of you out there watching, thank you very much. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. And if you are, ring the bell. But today, Cat's been waiting all week to open these CGC boxes. I finally made it. Let's get into it. What do we got?
All right, it's the first box we got. We have
It's a Spider-Man.
We have an amazing Spider-Man number 6 Blizzard. We got it in at a 6.5.
All right, we got Uncanny Avengers number 12.
Manera cover.
9.8.
I love my Maneras. Yeah, he's an Italian artist. We love those Italian artists. He's old school, and he's an erotic artist. So all his faces look like they're having an organism. So, you know.
An organism, that's a new one.
Well, I don't want to say orgasm. I want to keep it PG.
Okay, we got 9.6 Iron Fist number 14. This is the first Sabretooth, right?
Yeah, pretty clean copy. 9.6. I was impressed with it.
1977 too, man.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is another one of those like personal grails that I want. Like I want all the Wolverine keys.
Bro, they have these things called sugar mamas.
Bro,
I hear
I'm gonna have to lose about 50 pounds to
well,
even
you know,
that.
number 15. That's a X-Men crossover.
That's a real. I haven't even seen this cover.
This is one of these. This is the comics exposure variant for
Okay.
Batman number 50. A Mark Brooks cover. Actually, it's Greg Horn. What am I talking about, Brooks? But 9.6, really pretty cover. Batman 50, the wedding issue that never happened.
What's the print run on those kind of books? Like
They're
that?
a little bit higher because it's their own exclusive, so they have to order a certain amount.
That's
you
the
know
deal
what I mean?
they have with DC.
Yeah, and Marvel also, and it's not like a ratio variant where it's literally a ratio of the print, so it's a lot less. But it's Greg Horn,
like, we'll let you
and
use
it's beautiful.
the guts if you order 10,000 of these bad boys.
I got a Captain America number 1 from 2013, a Joe Quesada variant. I believe this was a 1 in 100.
Why would you get this graded though? Would you get this graded just because
it was a 1 in 100? I know that a lot of them drop, but again, it's Joe Quesada. Good work.
Are there people out there who just like having slabbed books as well? Like they want all their books slabbed?
It's a high ratio variant.
Got
1
it.
in 100.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was high. It dropped. My philosophy is: look, book comes out, it's hot, it goes up, it drops. It could go right back up.
Right.
You know,
that makes sense.
Whatever. I mean, and this is a good book for like a convention circuit where you can get a Rick Remender. You know, you can do 3 autographs. You can do Rick Remender, John Romita Jr., and Joe Quesada.
Okay.
You got a signature series. You know, you do that, you're sitting pretty on a really nice book. This is a tough book, and I'm so disappointed it came back 9.6, but still, it's a solid book. But this is a tough variant. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe number 1 from 2012.
And for those of you wondering what's the big deal about having a 0.2 grade lower, that 0.2 could cost you a few hundred, maybe even
it's still a tough
thousands
book.
of dollars.
It's gonna fetch some money, but 9.8 it's
right,
pretty,
exactly.
I think 9.8s are pushing $700, $900.
It's kind of like the earthquake Richter scale. Like 0.2 between earthquakes is a huge amount of force, and it's the same thing with the grades.
Yeah, again, this is a tough variant to come by.
Oh, I love this cover.
This is also Batman 50. This is the Mark Brooks variant, comic sketch art variant. Mark Brooks, again, we love his covers, and there's a couple last week. You had the Conan variant that was a Mark Brooks, beautiful with the Red Goblin. Again, Batman number 50. This is the one for this box, man. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy number 2, Gamora and Rocket. This particular variant's in high demand. Last time I checked, raw copies were pretty expensive. I don't know what a 9.8 is because I believe the ratio is 1 in 100, so not that many people, although it was a Bendis book, I don't know if people are actually ordering to get this variant. I might not sell this one. I might not, depending on the price and depending how crazy, how many people do not knock down my door.
Just like the $1 Million Man says. Everybody has their price.
True that.
So what do you want to talk about this week? I know
I've been talking about Teen Titans by Adam Glass and Bernard Chang, and it's not. I've said it's a good book to read. what I want to talk about is Crush. Yeah.
But for, Crush, who's Crush?
Crush is Lobo's daughter.
Wow, okay.
The question is, who's
Who's the mother?
Who's the mother?
I didn't even think about that, yeah.
Ramses, last week, he pointed out a book, and he's like, well, they're speculating. So I'm speculating with you guys further on this because I want to give you guys a hint before it hits. Could be, could not. I'm trying to verify with higher sources, but I haven't been able to get a hold of them.
Inside sources, they say.
This is the book.
Oh, get out of town.
This is the book that right now people are kind of like...
Wait, but that's not Harley, right?
That is Harley.
Is that Harley?
That's Harley.
Oh, wow, okay.
So the point, I did not read, but supposedly
There's
in
some
this
funny,
issue,
there's a reason why it's called Little Black Book, because there's some funny business going on inside it.
So they're supposely had a baby. Oh, that's the rumor that this could be.
Well, this is the.
They don't show it, but the.
That's the conception right there.
Right. So
I didn't realize these were so adult. It's a little more mature. Some of those panels in there.
It carries a rated T+, teen plus.
Okay.
So, but
I saw some side boob action going on.
Yeah, booty and everything else. It's going to be interesting because the print run on this book, I don't see this book having a high print run.
Right.
Miniseries don't usually have a high print run. Harley Quinn herself doesn't have a high print run on her book.
Funny.
The variants, I think, has a better print run than the actual
regular cover.
But this definitely, because a lot of people weren't buying this.
Right.
But if this happened, if this could be that conception, if she turns out to be her mom, Mr. J is going to be pissed off as hell. He's going to go on a rampage. I heard this. I'm like, no. So I'm like, let me bring some awareness, so hopefully people do watch us and maybe they'll follow us. If this turns out, could be a bust, but if it turns out to be the key book, this book will probably skyrocket like crazy.
It's still, what is it? It's still, you probably get it for $10, or less.
It's not confirmed. So it could go either way. It could stay to where it's at. But if daddy and mommy, this could fucking just...
that's going to blow everything up. It's going to blow up Teen Titans number 20. It's going to, those ratio, those Garner ratio, they're not ratio, but those Garner variants from the Teen Titan books with her,
it could go,
which are beautiful.
Yeah. It could go, the variant itself, the
sketch.
The design variant, I'm asking $400 and $300 right now, but Jesus Christ, if Harley turns out to be the mom,
oh boy.
and just look at her. I want to say there's some kind of resemblance. I don't want to speculate too much and go, but
if that's if there's been signs this whole time and none of us were paying attention, that's awesome.
Right?
And for those of you who don't know who Adam Glass is, his claim to fame was
Supernatural.
He was a showrunner on Supernatural for I think 4 seasons, right?
Well, didn't he create it?
No, he came on the second season.
But
he's an established television writer on a successful show. There's so many Supernatural stands out there. All the big stuff that happened from that show, he was behind it.
And again,
a huge comic book fan as well. Well, let's get into some picks of the week.
Let's do this.
All right, Senor Cat. What do we got this week? Well, there's a new Batman. There's a new Batman Who Laughs spinoff.
Yeah, exactly, and it's the Grim Knight #1, and
Batman
with guns. Punisher Batman. So I'm curious, just because it's Batman with guns. We got a glimpse of that during Morrison's run or Tony Daniel when they put Damian as Batman in the future, and he had guns. So there's always that what if situation. What if Batman killed? Because Bruce never kills.
Right.
So this will be interesting. Amazing Spider-Man. And you got this Hunted storyline with Kraven the Hunter, with his family. Last issue was insane where I guess he's got a bunch of kids and he's like, okay, let's see who this. And one guy just kills up all his siblings and Kraven's all proud. Oh my God, you're my son. Oh my God. It's like, okay, some crazy stuff. And then people complain about the in-between one-shots that they're doing. So there's literally a book a week.
Right.
But again, it's one of those things where you probably don't have to read that, but it'll pertain to like the Catwoman.
I feel like Marvel did this in the 90s where they made you buy 75 different books, and that really killed a lot of comic fans back then. But what I'm saying is they're doing it different this time, where you don't have to get you don't have to pick it up, because you can still read the regular story and not be completely lost.
But look at it this way too. So what if the storyline actually, instead of being 8 issues, it's supposed to run 24 issues? Are you going to stick around for 24 issues?
If it's good.
But a lot of people won't. Oh man, I got to buy 12 issues. But if they shrink the storyline and say, okay, we'll give them an 8-issue story arc, but we'll throw in a bunch of one-shots in the middle, and they might be like, oh, it's only 8, but I'll pick up the one-shots. But realistically, you're picking up the same amount if they did.
Fair enough, but I guess my point is I don't have to buy.
But you don't have to. True. Avengers: No Road Home, weekly book, solid. Number 2's, they sold out again. Savage Avengers is coming.
Yep.
Which means Conan's in there. Which means Avengers: No Road Home number 6 is going to bring Conan in the fold. The orders are already done on number 6. Now, how many people are going to bite on that? On the Conan's first appearance in the continuity, which is going to be Avengers: No Road Home number 6. So, and it's a good story. I like it. That could be a surprise series eventually. Avengers: No Road Home. Punisher number 9. Rosenberg, guy's amazing. This issue, Frank, I think, goes crazy on the island. It's like a kid in the candy store.
And we talked about his trade paperback.
There's a villain, Pam.
And we talked about his trade paperback 2 episodes ago, if you want to check that out.
Yeah,
but
so
Cat went in deep on the.
I'm loving Punisher. Winter Soldier number 4.
Is this the last one for the Winter Soldier?
No, it's a 6th issue.
Okay.
And I love Kyle Higgins' storytelling, man. He's so good. His indie stuff. He was on Nightwing, I think, for the longest, and my son loved his run on Nightwing. Unfortunately, I don't know if people are not picking up certain titles, but we had a first appearance a couple of issues ago of RJ, that other assassin. We'll see where it goes, but I really like the flow of the story, and it's sad to just see it go to 6 issues. But it is what it is. X-Force number 4. Again, Kid Cable. I love Kid Cable. I'm so tired of Metal Arm Cable. It's like, I don't know if the movie overdid it. It was too much, the whole Deadpool thing. But it feels like a fresh start for this character, for Cable.
Well, it's a different character, really, if you think about it.
It's him, but younger.
Right.
And the way he explains it when he kills himself in Exterminate, it's like, you're me, you messed up the timeline. You gotta stop.
Okay. Does this kid have the techno virus though?
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't know. We haven't explained it yet if he has it or not, but most likely he won't.
So the way I'm picking it up is this is Cable without the techno virus and without the cyborg stuff.
But it's the real.
But with his actual powers, because his powers, he spent so much energy trying to fight off the techno virus that we never really got to see him use his powers to the full extent.
Essentially, yes, he is. He's not X-Man. He's not Nathan.
Right.
He is Cable. We'll see how I'm pretty sure they're going to go deeper in it, but it's Cable. It's a recastable Cable in the new Marvel MCU universe, TV universe, whatever it is. It's readable and it's solid. It's action. And they're going to kill some character. And I'm like, why are you guys keep killing? You just brought this shit back. But looks like they might be killing Cannonball from the Image. I hope not. X-Force has been really solid. Back issue sales are strong from me on that. And,
all right.
Check it out.
All right. As for variants this week, I got 4 books. Batman Who Laughs, Grim Knight number 1. There's a Delato variant. That's really nice cover. Check it out. It's got a dark background though, so it might be hard to get a high grate if you're in a slabbing books.
No, because it's shiny, right? So you have to worry about the fingerprints.
Well, we'll see when we actually get the copy in hand. Catwoman number 5, Art Germ. His run is ending pretty soon. I think number 6 might be his last Catwoman book. It's 6 or 8, not sure, but another beautiful cover. I really like what he's doing with his Catwoman books. He's got a Supergirl variant as well.
Art Germ.
It is Art Germ, yeah, exactly.
I think the variant has a higher print run than the actual.
It could be.
cover.
People are only ordering the book for the variant. I wouldn't be surprised. We got Wonder Woman number 66, another new artist. Jennifer Zahn, when are you coming back? But this cover's beautiful. I feel like these Wonder Woman variant artists they're bringing in some heavy hitters to do some awesome stuff.
They're pulling some stuff out of left field,
And then finally, only Marvel book I got this week is X-23 number 10, the In-Hyuk Lee Spider-Man villains variant. It's got Rhino on the cover, battling Spider-Man. I've been talking about this guy for months now, but I really like the work that he's doing. And I don't know, can you tell us about the numbers, your order numbers on these Spidey villain variants?
They're average. I'm trying to cut down on my variants too. I don't want to sit on stuff, but I do keep an open mind for some, like if the
Right.
image really sticks out, I'll invest a little bit extra on it, but it has to stick out. You know what I mean?
Well, just beware with these open order variants. You know,
Exactly.
like people are
Everything
they're hit or
seems to be
miss.
open order now, even with Marvel.
Which is
They're-
kind of cool in a way if you think
Yeah.
about it. You know that people are getting the variants they want for the most part.
Major X is coming. Oh god.
But let's talk some shop.
Let's do this.
So Green Arrow is coming to its end on the CW. I don't know
I
how
heard
much.
a lot of shows are getting like Green Arrow. I mean, what is it? What's the other one? With Bruce Wayne, with Gotham's ending, right?
Okay. I think what the Legends of Tomorrow, I don't think it's doing too well either.
I think the only one that's doing good is Flash.
Right. So how do you feel about these shows? Like I watched the first few seasons of Flash and Green Arrow. I liked them. You know, I thought they were fun for being a CW show. But I feel like there's only so much you can stretch out of it when you're within those parameters.
The problem is the type of shows they're putting out, and it's not something you can easily talk about it because you're gonna be all attacked and everybody's going to call you something and on this, that, or the other. So, you know what? At the end of the day, they're getting canceled because they suck.
All right.
They're bad shows.
Okay,
they're
fair
bad
enough.
shows. I mean, you don't want to go into why they're bad shows, but they're bad shows.
Okay.
Flash seems to be the only one that's very true to the character. You know what I mean?
I
It's
think
like, it's got some.
The Flash book is the closest to the actual comic character. The Green Arrow
the-
one, they try to turn Green Arrow into Batman.
You know, they tried a different. I mean, again,
And then he has some Punisher tendencies as well. And then,
they're just bad shows.
fair enough. All right.
Just keep it.
I got more DC news. Will Smith, due to scheduling issues, has had to step down from Suicide Squad 2. But replacing him is the one and only Idris Elba, which I think is kind of exciting. Like, how do you feel about him taking up the mantle of Deadshot? I think he might actually do a better job than Will Smith.
He'll definitely do a better job than Will Smith. I think Idris will be great.
I think
you'll-
the problem with the Deadshot in Suicide Squad was it was Will Smith. It wasn't Deadshot, it was Will Smith, because Will Smith is Will Smith in every single movie that he does.
I can show you Deadshot. I just watched it again the other day. It was on TNT, one of these channels. The only problem I have with that movie is freaking Joker, in my opinion. He has no reason being in that movie. I got used to Will Smith as Deadshot. He doesn't do much with the character. You know what I mean? He doesn't. He really doesn't do anything. You know that. I'm looking forward to just doing Deadshot. You know,
Well,
should be interesting. He's more hardcore.
I think he'll actually get into the character and not just turn it into the guy that he plays in every single movie. And on top of that, I mean, I'm also excited he's coming out in this new Fast and the Furious spin-off.
Oh, yeah,
you
no,
know, he's the
it's-
bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw.
Can't wait.
Can't
Wait.
But we also know that James Gunn is directing it as well. So there's a lot of good things. I feel it's
Well,
trending
like I
in the
said
right
before,
direction.
you know, we're finally, the DC fanboy world is finally gonna say, this is a DC movie. But you forget that James Gunn came from Marvel, so again, you're watching and rooting for a Marvel movie.
I think that's going to do it for us this week, guys. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. Smash that like button, leave comments, let us know what you think. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, ring the bell if you are. And Kat, take us away.
Getting worse out there? No, it's not. But listen, guys, I keep saying this every week. Go out, buy comics, support your local comic book store. You know, more shops are closing, and that's because sales are down. You know, the publishers themselves have to do something about it, but it's up to us to help this train go. So pick up some comic books, turn somebody on to this world.
All right, and we'll see you next time.